Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to continue our exploration of AP Rhetoric in Writing and Speaking. Today we're going to focus on audience with regard to tone and purpose of the speaker. Now, what we're going to look at today, folks, Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. I've copied the address for you. Take one, pass it back. Thank you so much. Please put your name on the paper. Now I want you to take your pencil and I want you to circle all the important words in the address that deal with rhetoric. I want you to underline especially one particular part of it that we can discuss. At the bottom of the page, please write 3 questions that deal with your underlined sentence or quote part of the Gettysburg Address. Please make sure your questions relate to
coefficients due to quadratic terms. So what happens when we put a number in front of an x squared? Let's start by looking at what x squared looks like. So I'm going to press this y equals key right under your screen. It's an arrow key far on the left, like so. And if you get lost in my directions, you can watch over here and see which keys I pressed. All right. Look below your y equals key. You'll see a yellow key on yours. Go down one more. It will say alpha. Look one to the right, and it will say x. Press that. Go back to this yellow key and go down 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll see x squared. Press that. We good so far?
Good.
Back where you press y equals, all the way to the right, it says graph. Press that. And if you did everything I did, you should see this picture.
I did.
Very good. Well, that's plain x squared. What does it look like if I put a number in front of that? Let's go back to y equals. And I'm going to use my down arrow. And this time I'm going to press 5x squared. And I want them both to graph, so I'm going to leave both of these highlighted so I can see the difference. All right, I'm going to press graph. And I can see, here was my original x squared. Here's my 5x squared. So what effect did we have?
So why would it be smaller when you put a 5 in front of it than it was when it was only x squared by itself?
What does the 5 in front of the x squared mean? 5 what x squared? Is it added, subtracted, multiplied?
Multiplied.
Multiplied. So if you took this value and multiplied it by 5, it would get much higher, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And the graph gets much higher.
Slimmer.
So what the 5 does is it makes the graph get taller more quickly. What do you think might happen if I put 0.5?
Would it get wider?
Let's find out. 0.5x squared. And graph. Just like you said. It got wider. Good job.
Great.
See then, is that by using a different number in front of the x squared,
Wait,
we can...
excuse me.
Yeah.
This looks like it's really great. I see the kids are really interacting with this nicely. This, you're doing this with your math. How can I use it with my subject?
What are you teaching?
Well, we're looking at the rhetorical strategies of the Gettysburg Address today. I want the kids to be able to find certain passages and to understand certain strategies that he's using with regard to tone and purpose.
What if you Googled the Gettysburg Address and found it online?
Okay, that's great.
You said you
Now,
wanted
what
to
can I
identify
do?
passages? We cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. I can highlight.
Wow. Okay, what else? Now, if I want to just pull a couple of words out, I want the kids just to zone in on 1 or 2 certain phrases. Okay, what can I do?
It might be helpful to be able to circle. So I've got a pen tool.